This was last week. We going back and forth because my mom like it. You know, I'm from her. I'm half of her. So we going back. She got books on books on books, and we going back and forth debating about the spirituality and stuff like that. And it's getting intense. Her husband like, oh my God, they're going at it. And then at the end, we hugged each other, and she said, man, I love that, man. Like, I haven't been able to have like an intellectual conversation with someone in a long time. So I'm just doing through. And there's really no difference between me and you. I value God more than this world. A lot of the times, if we want to be honest, a lot of the times, if we was to put everything on paper and be like, what you value more? I promise you it ain't going to be God for a lot of people. I promise you it ain't going to sit with my bills, with my kids, with my dog, with my job. I put my marriage on the line for God. Ask my wife. When I say I don't care about nobody but God, come on. So, obviously, we're gonna speed through this. This is an ebook that God the Source guided me to make, titled God's Plan for Humanity, and that's for the mountain. Everything is God focused. I was just scrubbing up in the shower, 07/01/25. Got the call, made the book. I was so illiterate to making a book. I was so ignorant to making a book. I had to look up how a book is formatted. I didn't know why chapters was chapters. I didn't know none of this stuff. And 07/02, the book was done. What did I tell you? That's a miracle. How does a person that's ignorant? This reminds me of my grandmother. She was telling me to read all the verses of Moses. You know, I just thought about, I probably should be recording this. Probably would do that. But it reminds me of my grandmother. She said, read all of the verses of Moses. And you might ask yourself, why? And what I found is Moses was like illiterate, stuttering, all of that, and somehow, some way, he was still perfect and up for the task. So that's what I see as that serving for me. So we got this book, God's Plan for Humanity, all created by me. These are all my testimonies. My mama was the first purchaser of this book. Now, just so y'all know my history, my story of the spiritual journey, I started off with a 3-day course. And I'll remind everybody, if y'all was in my shoes, y'all do the same thing. Well, what would you do if God, the Source, gave you a teaching, it worked for you, and you gave it to another person, and they said, if this don't work,